They say from little things, big things grow. Started by a small group of business leaders 50 years ago, Be Sydney is now an industry leader, changing the DNA of the global meetings industry. In 1969, the year Apollo 11 landed on the moon, 4 major hotels came together to create Sydney's first convention bureau. Back then, Australia attracted 1.1% of the world's conference market, 37% of which were hosted in Sydney. In the 1970s, Sydney began to make its mark on the world stage with the launch of the international terminal at Sydney Kingsford Smith Airport, the opening of the iconic Sydney Opera House, and the first Sydney Gay and Lesbian Mardi Gras. As Australia and Sydney's global popularity began to rise, the Bureau's name changed to Sydney Convention and Visitors Bureau. By 1981, the SCVB secured $2.18 million worth of meetings, which skyrocketed to $120 million by 1988, putting Australia in 4th place for the top 20 destinations to host meetings. With 2 decades of experience, the SCVB expanded to Europe and the US. But it doesn't stop there. In the 90s, Sydney won its greatest bid yet as host of the 2000 Olympic Games. The SCVB undertook its own first major research initiative, hosted 2 of the world's largest medical meetings, welcomed 2.5 million international visitors, had secured $1.27 billion in meetings, and was awarded the #1 convention city in the world on the eve of the SCVB's 30th anniversary. Shortly after Sydney hosting the 2000 Olympic Games, the US stock market crashed. Despite this, Sydney continued to host successful international meetings and was voted world's best city for 3 consecutive years. In 2008, the name officially changed to Business Event Sydney, and the Ambassadors Program was introduced. 1 year later, the program had 40 ambassadors on board, both here and internationally. Over the last decade, we've been working hard to change the DNA of the global meetings industry with our Beyond Tourism Benefits study series. The opening of Barangaroo, along with the International Convention and Exhibition Centre, the largest convention centre in Asia Pacific, together showcase Sydney's capacity to host the world's largest meetings and saw a $1 billion direct economic impact delivered to New South Wales in the past 5 years. This year, Be Sydney celebrates 50 years of bringing the world to Sydney and looks forward to welcoming international meetings in new sectors, including robotics, artificial intelligence, health services, agriculture and energy innovation to our city. As the world continues to change, Be Sydney will continue to challenge conventions and lead the global meetings industry into the future.